Hey, hey, hey. Facebook does this to me. I'm not doing it. Hey. How are y'all? How are y'all? How are things? I'm going to let some people join. I am live here on Facebook and Instagram. I am so excited. Hey, y'all. How are y'all? Hey, hey, hey. How are y'all? How are things? Oh, my gosh. God is good. Is all I can say. God is good. Hey, hi. How are y'all? How are things? So, of course, I am Cornisha. I'm a life coach and a business coach. I coach my clients through managing their lifestyles, their finances, and their businesses so that they could attain six figures working from home or so that they can build the life that they desire. Not everybody wants to start a business, be an entrepreneur, and I get that. However, who you are in your life is who you're going to be in your business. Who you are in your life that's exactly who you're going to be as you manage your finances, manage your business. So with all that being said, I'm coming here with a really intentional message today. Yes. Life is great, God is good, is what I'm going to say. Life is great, God is good. So as a life coach, as a human, as a woman, as a business coach, I deal with warfare. Okay, I deal with warfare. I deal with things. I am who I am in my soul, and then I am who I am in the flesh, and they battle. That's what spiritual warfare is. They simply battle, right? And in the midst of that battle last night, I was sitting at home and literally it was not raining. It was not raining, but the winds were so high. I'm here in the Midwest. The winds were so high. Out of nowhere, the tree in my backyard fell, knocked the lights out, and literally everything was shut down. So in the midst of that, I'm like, okay, I'm dealing with warfare. My mind's all over the place. I'm trying to be as zen as possible. What is going on? So I called the utility company, let them know it's a power outage. The gag was, y'all, and I'm going somewhere with this, so bear with me. The gag was, I live in a duplex. So it's two of us in one building. Only one side was knocked out of power, and that was my side. Only one side was knocked out of power. So it was an outage, and everything was shut down. It was an outage, and everything was shut down. In the midst of everything being so shut down, I was forced to sit. In my stuff. I got my business stuff. I got my finance stuff. I got my personal stuff. And I'm being forced to sit in all of this while I'm in warfare. My mind's in warfare. My spirit's in warfare. I'm dealing with it, but I'm dealing, right? So in the midst of all of that, woke up 6 o'clock this morning. The utility company showed up in 20 minutes. Let's say that. The utility company showed up in 20 minutes. So that spoke favor to me. Sorry. It spoke favor. Because how is it that my house, how is it that little old me, the tree is down in the backyard, literally down. It's still there. It's still there because I'm waiting on them to come and pick it up. But I'm saying all of that to say, lights came back on, and what was I forced to do? By then, I'd gone without power. I'd gone without what I needed. I'd gone without my stuff. My tablet was dying. My phones were dying. My laptop was charged, and I was on the couch working. But if I wanted to make it through the night and through my morning routine, which is extremely important to me, if I wanted to make it through my morning routine, then I was forced to close it down, shut it down. So in the midst of shutting it down, I ended my night abruptly on the couch, in the dark, no air, but I was blessed because I'm here, and it could be worse. My car could be damaged. My home could be damaged. So saying all that to say, in the morning when I woke up. It was a level of mental conditioning. It was a level of mental conditioning that I had to do. And that, it took me completely back. It took me back. How many athletes do I have on this call? I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, so I'm talking to two. How many? If you're an athlete, you know you have to go through a season of conditioning. I see you. Hello. You have to go through a season of conditioning as an athlete. You know, the season starts. And when the season starts, 2 weeks prior before tryouts, they drop, okay, we're doing conditioning. We have conditioning practice for soccer, for football, for basketball. You got your conditioning. And in that conditioning, they work your body. They work your mind. They work your momentum. And honestly, that's all life coaching is. That's all life coaching is. It's strictly strengthening and conditioning your mind, your body, your spirit, your choices. Your choices. It's mentally conditioning those so that as you pursue your entrepreneurship journey, as you pursue your lifestyle journey, as you pursue your finance journey, it's going to be easier. It's going to be smoother because you're conditioned. You're conditioned. You've conditioned your mind. You've conditioned your body. Your body. You can't go to tryouts thinking you're going to make every, whatever they call it. Because I'm not I played soccer and I was a cheerleader, so I can't say what they call it. A touchdown for football and layup. That's what it's called. A layup. Ha. So, you're not going to make every layup. You might be a little slow. You out there running on the court. That's why you need conditioning. And as a life coach, I came with something. As a life coach, as a business coach, what I know to be true is that if you don't condition your mind, your body, your spirit to support you in your journey, it won't work, y'all. It won't work. If you don't condition your mind, your body, and your spirit to support you in your new lifestyle journey, in your new business journey, it won't work. And that's why a lot of people you introduce, oh, I'm a business owner, I'm a life coach, I'm a this, I'm a that. I'm a lash tech. I'm an esthetician. Yes. You condition, you share your state of being. I'm a business owner, I'm this, I'm that. And most people are like, oh no, that's not for me. That's not for me. I don't want that. And they don't want it. Why? It's not that they don't want what comes with it. They don't want to go through the conditioning. They don't want to go through the conditioning. And honestly, again, that's what life coaching is. It's a mental conditioning. It's a spiritual and emotional conditioning that influences your decision making. So as you pursue whatever journey you're on, you cruising. You cruising. And that's what life coaching is about. And as an entrepreneur without life coaching, because I've done that too. I've been full-time and part-time in entrepreneurship. As a part-time entrepreneur, working a job, doing all the things, trust me, it was not easy. And why? Because my mind wasn't governed. My body wasn't governed. My decision-makings, my choices, none of it was governed. None of it. And the reason why I tapped out the first time, oh no, I'm gonna play with the job. And don't get me wrong, playing with corporate was beneficial to me. That's how business I'm able to own as a business coach, because my business career comes from corporate. Trust me, I'm good with numbers. My business career comes from corporate. Hey, how are y'all? I see people coming in and out. Hello, how are y'all? It's important for us to remember whatever it is that our heart desires, we got to condition our minds for it. We got to condition our bodies for it. You got to condition that decision making for it, or if not, you're going to fall short. You're going to endure hardship that you don't have to endure. Trust me. Trust me. I'm speaking from experience. Today was one of the most prosperous days in my business that I'm like overwhelmed. However, it was prosperous. Why? Because I went through a year of conditioning and this. And then the past 6 years of all the stuff I went through there, that was conditioning. And think about you in your life. What do you go through? What has conditioned you? You're a parent, that's conditioning. You went to school, that's conditioning. You work in corporate, I almost cuss. That's conditioning for your tail. Working a job, working in corporate, working for somebody else, listening to somebody else. However, as a business owner, as a life doer, I like to call it CEO of life. We all say we don't want to start a business. You don't want to start a business, but your life is a business. So, whether you CEO of business or CEO of life, that doesn't matter. However, you got to condition your mind, your body, and your spirit for where you're going. If not, you're going to do a warfare. If y'all missed the beginning of the video, I was talking about how last night I was in warfare and it was so heavy. It was so heavy and I just couldn't even do anything. I couldn't do anything well. And I knew that and I was okay with that. I was dealing. So in the midst of everything being so heavy for me, I look up, I thought it was storming because I heard the noise. It wasn't storming, it was just the wind blowing. I live on a street full of homes in a subdivision, so we're full of homes. Literally, I'm the only person whose lights went out. My power went out. A tree in my backyard is still down there. Literally, the tree in my backyard fell on the power line. And as it fell on the power line, only my house, only here. And I got a neighbor. I say house, I live in a duplex. My neighbor shares the building with me. His lights were still on. His power was still on. Why me? Why me? So in the midst of my warfare, you know what? God shut it all down. My phones were dying. My tablet was dying. My laptop was the only thing charged. But I knew I needed that for my morning routine. So I kept my 80-some% closed in and I shut my eyes. I went to bed. But you know what? God will shut certain things down in our life to get our attention. And he got my attention that you in warfare. That's it. You in warfare. So don't even sit in it. Don't even beat up on yourself. Don't even deal with it. This warfare. Call it what it is and keep it pushing. Call it what it is and keep it pushing. And the moment I made that choice, when I realized what it was, y'all, I called the utility company. I don't know about y'all utility company. Mine don't come out quick. We go weeks without power. We go days without power. Like ours don't come around quick. I said weeks, that's a little exaggerating. But we will go days without power. They were out in 20 minutes. So I went from spiritual warfare to being chosen. Spiritual warfare to being favored. No lie. No lie. And this is in a spiritual sense. Yes, I'm a life coach, so I go there a lot. I go there a lot. Everything is spiritual to me. So in that, it's like, oh, Ameren showing up in 20 minutes. All right. They showed up. They look at the tree. They go to the backyard, look at the tree, inspect the line, figure out the problem, say we'll be back in 2 hours with a solution. If it wasn't for conditioning, I remember times I wasn't as prepared in my life, in my lifestyle, in my business. Them shutting my power out at 10 o'clock at night. I'm still working. I'm still cleaning up, doing stuff. That would have ruined everything for me. However, it didn't. Why? Because I'm conditioned. I'm conditioned that nothing is going to stop me. I'm conditioned to know that nothing can deter me. I'm conditioned to know that nothing is going to take from me what I already gotten, because if that was the case, I wouldn't have it. And that's the level of conditioning that we should offer ourselves as we pursue new things, like entrepreneurship, like managing your finances, managing your lifestyle, trying to get a house, trying to get the relationship, trying to get whatever you're trying to get. We all trying to get something. However, whatever it is you're trying to get, you got to qualify. You got to qualify. And I know it's hard. I know we get tired. I know sometimes we just forget. What was that vision? What was that thing? What was that goal? What was that choice I was supposed to make? I know we forget. Before I did this call, I had to remember to fill up my water cup. So trust me, we forget things. We're human. But that's where life coaching comes into play, because it gives you the tools and resources that you need to help you in your business journey, to help you in your finance journey, to remind you of your focus so that you don't lose it. Because once it's lost, you got to start over. And I don't know about y'all, I get mad at myself when I got to start over. I get mad at myself when I don't do certain things. If it's a goal that realistically I just missed the mark, that's fine. I'll celebrate that because I did my thing. I did good. However, when I miss the mark, I don't like it. And I know for sure a lot of us are the same way. We're just not tapped in with us enough to know it. Have you ever felt insecure or lacked confidence or was unsure about you and who you are and what you know to be true? If you ever did that, trust me, if you ever experienced that feeling, those emotions, it comes from not being present with self. And I ain't giving y'all all my stuff now because I was about to go left with that. You got to pay me for that level of it. But I want to encourage y'all, whatever journey you on, lifestyle, finances, business, parenting, being a sibling, because that's definitely a thing. Like, whatever it is your focus is, you have to be really, really intentional about conditioning your mind to support it, even if you're already in it. Thank you. Even if you're already in it, regardless of what that thing is you want out of life, it's important for you to condition your mind to get it. Condition your heart to get it. Because mind, heart, and memory, trust me, those are things, if you don't condition them, those will be the first to betray you. To betray you. Let me make sure y'all understand me clearly. Those will be the first to betray you. Your mind, your body, your memory. Those are the first if you don't condition them. And people know that. They know that. That's why they say, I don't want to start a business. I don't want to go to college. I don't want to work no job. That's why they have their certain things, because they know what it is and what it ain't. And I'm here solely to explain to you guys who you are in your life is who you're going to be in your business. Who you are to yourself is how you're going to run everything correlated to you. How you treat you is how you're going to treat those babies. How you treat yourself is how you're going to treat your siblings. How you treat yourself is how you're going to treat your parents. And we all know we got to take care of our parents. We got to love on our parents. So it's important for us to understand, condition your mind, condition your heart, condition your spirit, condition your body, so that whatever it is you're enduring, you make it with ease, with peace. It's a breeze. You do it. And you deserve to do that. Let me make that clear. You deserve to do that. You deserve to be able to say, you know what? I'm setting this goal. I'm going to hold myself accountable to it. This is how it's going. You deserve that. You do. And it's important for us to know it. And in just being in this place where I'm conditioning my mind and I'm teaching the importance and the effects of conditioning your mind, conditioning your soul, conditioning your body to support whatever it is you desire, the transformation is shocking. It's shocking. It's almost scary because it reveals to you what you've lacked this whole time. And if you're not careful, you'll be sitting up blaming everybody. So that's why conditioning takes conditioning. You want to condition your mind, you got to condition your mind to do that. Because let's say you're dealing with an issue from your childhood. You deal with the issue from your childhood, you want to blame everybody involved in your childhood. And no, the conditioning side of it will reveal to you that that's in connection and related to where you're going. A lot of times we look at our burdens and our baggage as exactly that, burdens and baggage, and that's not what it is, y'all. That's not what it is. Your burden isn't a burden, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Trust me. I have burdens, blessings that I thought were burdens. I remember back in the day, I got a little old misdemeanor. I got a little old misdemeanor. And trust me, I cried and cried and cried. I thought my life was through. I thought it was done. I thought it was over. However, in the midst of today, that misdemeanor was nothing but protection. Nothing but protection. Because without that misdemeanor, I would have had a job yesterday. I would have had a job yesterday. But God is like, no, I gave you a voice. I gave you a skill. I gave you things. What are you thinking? What are you doing? So in that, trust me, you got to take what life gives you with a grain of salt, and the grain that you accept, use that grain for good. You got to take life with a grain of salt. Take the things that happen with you, to you, in your relationships, with your friends, family, whoever. It don't matter the type of relationships. In your business, whatever happens to you, take it as a grain of salt, but use that grain for greater good. And as you use that grain for greater good, it's going to benefit you. It's going to benefit your household. It's going to benefit your family. And it's dang sure going to benefit that business. It's going to benefit that business. However, we got to be honest. We got to be honest. Do we know? Do I know what I need to know in order to get the thing that I desire? Do I know what I need to know in order to get the thing that I desire? Do I know what I need to know in order to maintain the thing that I desire? Do I know what I need to know in order to maintain the things that I've already gotten? I got the things. I just got to make sure I can keep them. So because of that, do I have what it takes? And in analyzing whether you have what it takes or not, you'll see areas of opportunity. And those areas of opportunity, that's the blueprint. That's the real blueprint. Everybody's out here selling, I got a blueprint for this, I got a blueprint for that. The blueprint is in your heart. The blueprint is in your soul. The blueprint, you are the blueprint, okay? You are the blueprint. And that's what, it kills me. What's the blueprint to this or that? You are the blueprint. What life gives you, take it with a grain of salt. Take it as a grain of salt. And the grain of salt that you take it as, use it for greater good. That's your blueprint. That's your blueprint. Trust me, it works. It works. My mom's blueprint, girl, go get that job. My mom ended up with a good job. She was working in a casino. Now she managing the thing. Okay? So trust me, and don't get me wrong, casino dang sure ain't for me. And Lord knows working a job ain't what I want. Working a job ain't what I want. That ain't what my soul wants. I'm not lying, y'all. I knew it wasn't what I wanted as a kid. Simply because as a kid, I used to do my own click-clacks and bobos. My own Bo-Rits, balls and Bo-Rits. I used to do those. So as a kid, I knew I had a thing, you know. As a kid, I knew it's a thing about her. I knew that. However, it take conditioning, it take understanding, and it take owning your truth. I owned my truth. Don't get me wrong, it took me a minute. I went to college, I got debt, it took me a minute. However, I own my truth. And in owning my truth, as of Saturday, I've been a full-time life coach for a year. As of Saturday. So trust me, it's benefits to standing on what you want. It's benefits to sitting with yourself until you figure out your truth. It's benefits. Trust me. And they feel good. It's benefits. And they feel so good to have. And you deserve them. However, it's up to us to do the hard work. And the hard work is qualifying for it. That's the hard work. That's the hardship. Qualifying for whatever it is that you desire. Qualifying, conditioning, same thing. You want the job, qualify for it. You want the house, qualify for it. You want the car, qualify for it. You want the car, qualify for the maintenance. Because that's something. Whatever it is you desire, that's the only thing stopping you from getting it is the qualifications. Do you qualify? And then, to take it a step further, do you qualify in your character? Do you qualify in your character? I know for sure. I see so many entrepreneurs that are They get a DM from somebody. Y'all, this drives me insane. They get a DM from somebody and the person didn't say, hey, how you doing? So because of that, they like, oh no, I ain't gonna reply. You gonna tell me, hey, how you doing? Are you silly? Are y'all silly? Like, I hate to go there, but are you silly? Do you not know how many $4,000 loans I wrote in corporate to people who were nasty to me? They were nasty, but they helped me meet my numbers. They helped me get my raise, and they helped me sustain everything I built the moment I talked them into getting another one. You thought they don't? You thought they didn't? So because of that, it's important. Stop interfering business with personal. And I'm just on a tangent at this point. We ain't even talking about conditioning. Honestly, so many business owners, and this drives me absolutely insane. Like, we get a DM, hey, how about this service? Hey, how about this product? We take their urgency of, hey, let me hop on this, as a personal dig of, oh, you disrespected me. What? And regardless of whether your product or service is high ticket, low ticket, regardless of what the offer is, it's important that you don't mix the business and personal. That's why I say entrepreneurship takes conditioning. That's why I say entrepreneurship takes conditioning. Because if you don't condition your mind, your character, people will DM you with the urgency and you looking at it like, oh, you being rude, let me check her. And that's out of order. That's out of order. It's a level of professionalism that's required regardless. The customer's always right. That's a gag. Okay? Let's call it what it is. That's a gag. We know they're not always right. But we know we going to say it till we blue in the face to get their money. And then when they walk out the door, we going to say what we really wanted to say to their face. When we separate and we enclose doors by ourselves, that's when we going to say, oh, she had me jacked up. Oh, she was a little bit rude. Oh, she was a little bit this. Oh, I don't know about her. Oh, I don't know about him. He wasn't really trying to make a sale. He was trying to holler. You know, we all got our things. However, it's important for us to understand the level of conditioning that's required to get what we want. Like they say, you got to work what you got to get what you want. And what that means is you got to work it and refine it and work on it to make it better. Let me clean that up real fast. You got to work what you got to get what you want, and that means working on it. Clean it up, make it better. Clean it up, make it better. So when it comes to life, who you are in your life is who you will be in your business. Who you are in your life is who you will be to anybody else. That's why it takes conditioning. That's why a lot of people are like, no, I don't want to start a business. And that's why a lot of entrepreneurs are getting blasted because they get upset when people say, oh, what about this product or service? They don't acknowledge the sense of urgency that the customer has. They don't acknowledge the sense of urgency that the customer has. So because they don't acknowledge that urgency, they write it off like, oh, you being rude to me. No, that's not the case. They're not being rude to you. Who are you to be rude to? They not being rude. They just urgent. Oh, you got something I need. Let me get it. That's simple. That's why entrepreneurship takes conditioning. That's it. That's why entrepreneurship takes conditioning. That's why it takes being willing and able to condition your mind, to work on your mind, work on your body, work on your soul and your spirit, so that as you encounter new individuals, old individuals, renewed individuals, because sometimes you meet people, sometimes you meet people, you don't see them for years, and then booyah, y'all reconnected. You reconnected. So because of that, I'm sorry, y'all just gonna have to watch me wipe my lip, because baby, y'all know the little white line. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So you just gotta watch me like that. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it's gone. Okay, so at any rate, it's important. Condition your mind, condition your body, condition your spirit, condition it all. And the moment you get to a place where you understand that that conditioning is needed and required, and you have to refine it in order for it to work, that's when everything's gonna work for you. That's when the business gonna work for you. That's when the finances are gonna work for you. That's when your lifestyle and your organization and the scheduling and all that's gonna work cohesively together to help you build and sustain the life that you desire. As Big Mama say, you gonna ball all them fingers into a mighty fist, and this one gonna strike a mighty. As an entrepreneur, you gotta be willing to be that fist. If you know, you know. Literally. It's important for us to ball all them fingers, all the pillars and layers of our lifestyle and our goals. Take all the pillars and layers of those things, and you work them and refine them until they work for you. You work them and refine them until they work for you. But it takes conditioning. And that's what life coaching is. That's exactly what life coaching is. So with that being said, I got a thing for y'all. On next Wednesday, that is the 19th. On the 19th, so we got 5 days. 5 days from now, I'm gonna drop a free trial to my life coaching membership. And the reason why a lot of people don't understand life coaching, they look at it as therapy, or they look at it as somebody telling them what to do. And honestly, it's neither one. It's neither one. It's simply conditioning. And it's coming from a place of guidance and structure and accountability and all of that. Yeah, that's what a coach does. However, it's solely about conditioning your mind and your decision making to actually support you and where you're going. It's about giving you that push. So on Wednesday, I'll be dropping my life coaching membership, and I'm going to give y'all a 3-day free trial. And that does include one group session. The membership is a group model. So if you're really uncomfortable about being honest with life stuff with a group of women and men that look just like you, then it may not be for you. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you are uncomfortable with sitting in a room, a virtual room on a camera, if you uncomfortable with doing that in front of a room full of people, being vulnerable, telling your truth, then this life coaching membership ain't for you. But if you know for sure you need something different, if you know for sure after watching this video, your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, your decision making is not exactly aligned with what's required to get you where you want to be, join the membership. Join the membership. So again, on Wednesday, I'll be dropping a life coaching membership. This life coaching membership will support CEOs of life, as I say. This life coaching membership will support CEOs of life in building and attaining the life that they desire with the tools and resources they have today. You're one decision away from being where you want to be. You one decision away from being in the journey to get you where you want to go, but you got to make the decision. It's up to you to make the choice. You get the final say. You get the final say. So with that being said, the membership drops on Wednesday. Y'all heard it first. Here, Facebook, Instagram, you heard it first. Membership drops on Wednesday. Y'all gonna get a 3-day free trial. Yes, it includes a life coaching session. Yes, it is a group session. But trust me, you do not want to miss out on it, because this group session is going to help you in conditioning your mind, body, spirit, and decision making to get exactly where you're going. I love y'all so much. I am Cornisha. I'm a life coach and a business coach, and I look forward to talking to y'all really, really soon. Bye.